This episode of the Poundcast is sponsored by Louisville, or Louisville, if you want to get more particular about the pronunciation. Louisville Vegan Jerky Company. They make Louisville vegan jerky, and you can find them at lvjco.com, and they have a product there that is jerky, that is meatless jerky. It's vegan jerky. It is bagged in the United States. It is has a shelf life of 9 months, and they have lots of fun flavors. They've got classic flavors like pepperoni pizza and smoky Carolina barbecue and maple bacon and smoked black pepper. But they also have specialty flavors that are limited edition flavors. Okay, and the most recent one was Neil Hamburger Jerky. It was a hamburger style jerky, but that is sold out right now. But maybe they'll get some more back in. So check out lvjco.com to see when that happens. But they've got other, a lot of these are kind of getting sold out. But Kentucky Future Chicken in stock still. So that's sort of a take on Kentucky Fried Chicken. And then there's, but there's, fun flavors like Shelby Park Honey Barbecue, Riff Raff's Orange Chicken. They are sold out, but they'll probably get some more back in, maybe. Or maybe it's limited. And then, hey, don't miss out on whatever the next flavor that gets revealed is going to be. You want to check that out. Look, if you order on the website, you can get 20% off your order by using the code word Poundcast. So make sure you do that. Use the code word Poundcast, get 20% off. But you can also buy this stuff at stores like Sprouts or Whole Foods, or really lots of places. I see this all over the place. So thank you to Louisville Vegan Jerky, Louisville Vegan Jerky Company. The Poundcast is also sponsored by listeners and viewers like you. Okay, we have a Patreon account. It's patreon.com/Poundcast, and you get bonus episodes there, and sometimes other little tidbits there. Sometimes some music picks from me. I don't know, different things. But the most consistent thing is you're getting the bonus episodes, extended version of the episodes. We call it Unzipped, and it's a good way to support the show, but also you're getting something out of it too. It's a service, okay? And it's really pretty cheap when you think about it. I mean, there's 4 episodes that come out a week. The lowest tier entry point is $5. I mean, so okay, $1.25 per episode. That's easy. I mean, it's not that much, Anyway, check it out. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/The Poundcast, and we're on Instagram with the same thing, The Poundcast, TikTok as well. Okay, so look, this is Brent Weinbach speaking, of course, and Doug is still on tour with Eric Andre, so he'll be back eventually, but Jack Birch will be in on this episode, we answer some voice messages on this episode and kind of get into some somewhat philosophical conversation here, I think. I think more in the Unzipped, I think, was more of the philosophical stuff, I think. But but otherwise, I think that's all there is to it. We do have a remix. So what does that mean? So there's a theme song that plays after this little intro segment. And sometimes our listeners take the stems of the theme song, which you can get on the Patreon account, okay? And they remix the theme song. And we have a remix here from someone who's contributed in the past. This is from Kinchion Combs, and this is called Poundcast Theme Local News Segment Edition. And that's what we'll be hearing for this theme song. And so thank you to Kinchion. And I think at this point we'll roll the clip, and we'll be back with Jack Birch and some voice messages and talking about other things too. We talk about England a bit too, I think, and the Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see you after the clip. Let's roll the clip.
Doug and Brett, talking to each other. Doug and Brett, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brett are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brett will talk to their friends. And Doug and Brett talking on the Poundcast.
Okay, welcome to the Poundcast. Welcome back, Jack Birch.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm kind of a little bit, I'm a little bit, I don't know, a little stressed out. I'm just hoping all the production elements come together for this special that I'm doing.
Oh yeah, it's coming up.
This Saturday. Yeah. When I say this Saturday, we're recording this the week before, but I mean for the listeners, if you're listening to this,
it's tomorrow, right?
On Wednesday. Yeah, if you're listening to this on Friday, it is tomorrow. If you're listening to this the day that this episode comes out, it is tomorrow. And so, yeah. And
with the pre-show jitters right now.
Yeah, it's more just jitters. I don't know. I'm hoping it all comes together. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm just saying. Just want it to come together. That's all I need. Maybe I need to play that Beatles song, You know that Beatles song, Come Together? Is that what it's called? Come Together?
Come Together Right Now Over Me or something.
Oh, that's the whole title?
That's the lyrics, right? Come together, everybody, over me or something.
There's this, this isn't that interesting. There's this video game for Nintendo called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I guess it's based on some kind of franchise. And no, but hey, did they call the Ninja Turtles something else in England?
No, it's Super, yeah. Teenage Super Ninja Turtles, yeah, whatever it was.
Oh, they did change it to Super.
Yeah, I think it had Super in it. What's the American one?
It's at least I would even say North American Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, I think that was the same in the UK.
Okay. There's a game that on Nintendo, and one of the tracks sounds like Come Together hardcore. Anyway, like I said, not that interesting, but it is kind of interesting to me that how much they kind of lifted from that song. Anyway,
it was,
and then
they were called Heroes, not Ninjas in the UK.
I knew it. I knew there was something different.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
I knew that. I knew there was something different about that. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Hero Turtles.
Yeah, ninjas. The concept of a ninja is not so popular, I guess, in England, right? They don't have ninjas in England.
Yeah, maybe we're scared of ninjas in England.
Yeah, there's a lot more ninjas in North America. So.
Yeah.
So that's why they do that. They call it that. I will say that.
So the Beatles song was like a Nintendo song.
Okay, yeah, let me get back to that in a second, but back on the ninja tip, though. Okay, I will say ninjas, the concept of ninjas were really popular at least in my lifetime. That the concept, people would
pop culturally.
People would wear ninja shoes at school. A lot of kids would dress up as ninjas for Halloween and stuff. Just turtles aside, ninjas were popular. There was a lot of ninja stuff. Yeah. Was it like that in England? And I mean, you're a different generation, but I mean, were kids dressing up as ninjas for Halloween a lot or what?
I don't recall ever seeing a ninja for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if okay. And I wonder, it's hard to say, but I mean, is it you're a different generation? And I just wonder if ninjas were as popular, let's say in the 80s or 90s,
Yeah, I think maybe an 80s thing could have been.
I'm just wondering why they called it hero instead of ninja,
Yeah, I think by the 90s, whatever ninja fad there was had died out.
Uh-huh. So perhaps just ninjas were not as popular in England.
Yeah. We like a hero.
That's interesting. It's interesting, and then I guess it makes me think, why did ninjas become popular in the United States, or I don't know, maybe it was like that. I think it was probably like that in Canada too. Why were they popular there?
Yeah, it's weird.
Who what who was the first big ninja, to come out, I'm just trying to think. I mean, obviously, I'm just thinking about what, yeah, what ninjas were
With
popular.
were there other TV series like Ninja TV series apart from the Turtles?
That's what I'm wondering, I mean, there was American Ninja. Wasn't
Oh,
what's that Chuck Norris? There was a Chuck Norris thing. I'm just trying to think. I have to look this up here. American,
Ultimate Ninja Warrior. When did that come out?
which one?
Ultimate Ninja Warrior. It was like that, like game show kind of thing.
Yeah, well, there was that. Well, what was that called? Well, there's also American. I knew there was American Ninja. This is 1985. I just want to see who was. There was a movie called American Ninja, but
Chuck
that
Norris.
seems like a product of ninjas being popular.
Yeah.
Why did ninjas become popular in the United States? Okay, well, I'm not going to delve too much into this, but
Yeah, Chuck Norris
that's,
would have been American, whatever the popular thing was at the time.
Chuck Norris was in something called something. What was he? What was his show called? I know.
He would have been American hero in the UK.
Yeah. I will say this. Well, let's just see. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Oh, I didn't know that Chuck Norris did Tong Sudo. That's what I did. Chuck
But
Norris did Tong Sudo. I didn't know that. Let me see if
it's kind of popular again with like TV shows and video games again.
I mean, look, certainly martial arts became popular, in the 80s because of lots of things. I mean, well, somehow Bruce Lee was really popular. Not in the, I mean, before that, but paving the way. And then was Bruce Lee really popular in England?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's like globally popular, I
Yeah,
think.
globally popular, right? So there's that, but then there was, Karate Kid in the 80s made karate really popular. I mean,
Yeah,
I started doing martial arts because of Karate Kid, right? And so, but I don't feel like martial arts is necessarily, I mean, to me, there's a not such a strong bridge between that and ninja stuff because ninja is a whole different thing.
yeah.
Ninjas are assassins, or they're doing. I mean, to me, Karate Kid and martial arts, it's about fighting, and I don't feel like ninjas are. I mean, ninjas fight obviously, but
They're like parkour hitmen.
they're sneaking around though.
Yeah, they're
They're not
sneaky.
they're not fighting the way that martial arts people do, or even the way that Bruce Lee was doing. I mean, those are fighting, and they're usually tournaments and stuff. I don't know. It seems different. My
They're doing Bruce
microphone
Lee in the
is.
dark.
Yeah, I want to tighten this thing. How do you tighten this thing? I need to get my wrench. I mean, not my wrench. I need to get my screwdriver, but whatever. I'll just do it like this for now, but I'll just kind of adjust the mic. Anyway, this is for video only. Anyways, you might see my microphone going limp on me, but okay, so that's a question for the listeners. Okay, why did ninjas become popular, in the United States or other parts of the world? Okay, putting it out there. Maybe someone can answer that. I
And
don't know.
samurais are kind of popular right now.
Oh, are samurais popular?
Yeah, there's that Shogun show on
Oh,
Disney.
right.
Pretty popular. And there's an Assassin's Creed game that's just come out, which is a samurai one.
Huh. Okay. So there is a piece of music that was seems like they really lifted from Come Together, that's in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. And then it makes one think, okay, if the Beatles were, or if the Ninja Turtles had to be a Beatle, which ones would they be and why? You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Right. Let me look at them. Let me get them up quickly, because then
I can just describe them for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're familiar with the Beatles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know their personalities?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I know the Beatles.
Okay. Now the Ninja Turtles, or the Hero Turtles, there's one guy's the leader, and then one guy is the Joker. He's kind of just goofing around all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's Michelangelo. Leonardo's the leader. One
Leonardo's
guy is the brains, he's the I guess more on the nerdy side, I guess, or just
Donatello.
Donatello. And
Mhm.
then the other one is kind of the bad boy, emotionally disturbed, kind of difficult one, right? And that's
Uh-huh.
Raphael.
Okay.
And it's funny because they look physically the same, all of them, except
Yeah.
for they have different color
Oh,
bands. I remember, it's weird. Girls, they were attracted to Raphael.
more so.
Yeah,
And it was just a personality thing.
because of his personality. And it's interesting. Well, I don't know how many girls, but I've heard a couple girls say, "Oh yeah, Raphael was the hot one."
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, so the one who was emotionally difficult, the one who was who had, they girls like a bad boy, I guess.
There you go.
Girls like a bad boy, and it's a shame, I mean, if I could be a Ninja Turtle, I probably would go with. I think I would like to be a Leonardo type. He's kind of
The
more the.
leader.
Yeah, but it's also not just that. I think he's probably the more uptight one out of anybody,
Okay.
and I'm kind of more uptight. And he's to me, he kind of seems like the Danny Tanner of. I mean, how familiar are you with Full House?
I don't know Full House. I thought we were
Okay.
doing Beatles.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. It made me just think of Danny Tanner because I would be Danny Tanner. When I was younger, I wanted to be Dave Cooley. I wanted to be whatever, Joey Gladstone.
Mhm.
But then now I would relate more to Danny Tanner. That's who I want to be. I want to be Danny Tanner, and I think Leonardo is the Danny Tanner, and Michelangelo is Uncle Joey Gladstone, and I would say that probably Raphael is probably John Stamos's character. I know that we're supposed to go Beatles on this, but I don't know.
Went Full House.
But I'm just wondering who would Donatello be? I don't think there is a Donatello in Full House, I think, but
So what was the what was your character type that you was like interested in when you was younger?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked Jokers when I was
Joke.
younger. Yeah, when I
Yeah.
was younger, I was probably most into. I mean, I wasn't really that into the Ninja Turtles actually, but I probably would have been more into Michelangelo.
Whatever like the zany character was the one I liked.
Yeah,
In
me too. When I was
like
younger,
the Shriek from Saved by the Bell or the Jar
You
Jar
mean
Binks from
Screech?
Star Wars. Screech, yeah, Screech.
Screech, yeah, he's kind of maybe some sort of mix of Michelangelo and Donatello.
Hmm.
Um, I didn't watch Saved by the Bell at all. And so I don't know. To me, in my mind, when I look back on that show, I'm thinking to myself, I think I probably relate more to the principal or something like that, or I think there's a principal character, or I know that Haley Mills played the teacher in the first season, and I probably would relate to that more. Because I'm not really relating to the main character. I don't think he's too cool. Not that I don't think I'm cool. He's cool and he's too quote
He's too
cool.
jock, yeah.
Yeah. And Mario Lopez, he's too swole for me. I mean, for me to relate to, and the girls, I just don't know the show that well.
Yeah.
Um, Elizabeth Berkley, I know she's some sort of. I think of showgirls. I'm not thinking. I don't really know her. I think she's supposed to be a bit of a brainiac, and then you got some girl Turtle or something like that. Tiffany Amber Thiessen. I don't even know. I don't know what their personalities were like. I know Screech was some sort of dork or something,
Yeah.
and he's like some kind of nerd. He's more of a dork, I guess, right? Dustin Diamond. I think he did a porno at one point.
Yeah, I think so too.
Screech does porn. How about
I think
that?
that's where he ended up.
You saw that one?
Saved by the Bell End.
Saved by the what?
Bell End.
What's the bell end? Is that
That's
like
the tip of the peen.
Oh, wow, that's funny. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It is
No,
called that.
I don't know if the
Oh, you made
movie's
that
called
up? You know what you could also call it? You call it Saved by the Balls.
that. Saved by the Balls is good. Shaved by the Balls.
Shaved by the Balls. That's it. Shaved by the Balls. That's good. That's really good. Shaved by the Balls. That's funny. That's Shaved by the Balls. I love it. Um okay. Isn't that guy's name the main character? Oh yeah. What if his name? Okay, instead of being named Screeched, he's named something else. Actually, Screeched works.
Yeah, Screech works.
Oh, his name
It's
is his name is Screech, but instead it's called Screeched.
very
Ooh, you just got
good.
screeched. Why don't you take me to the bathroom and screech me? So, okay. If the Beatles, okay, which Beatle is which Ninja
Okay.
Turtle? Who is the leader of the Beatles?
Well, it's
And
got
the
to be
more,
John.
oh, really? I thought it was Paul McCartney.
I guess he became the leader, but I don't think it started out that way, did it?
Okay, so John was the leader.
Hmm. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that Paul was more of the joking around one.
Oh, is that right? I thought
Mhm.
Ringo was by far going to be the Michelangelo.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then maybe, okay, if, well, who do you think was the nerdiest of all of them?
Donatello. See, I would have thought. See, okay, all of them, I would have gone John Leonardo. I guess we'll go Ringo, Michelangelo. Raphael would have to be George, so by default, Paul would be Donatello.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's.
Well, okay, who's the most uptight? Paul?
Mm, I thought wasn't John more like particular about his songs?
Is that right? It was John Moore. I don't know the Beatles that well either, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know either. I don't know either very well. All I know is Full House, really. That's all I
Okay.
really know. Um, look, from my naive, like uninformed perspective, I would have thought that maybe Paul was the Leonardo.
Hmm.
Okay. And maybe in a way John was the Raphael. I don't know, man. I don't know. Actually, I don't
I,
know. No, that
I
doesn't
think
make
John
sense.
Lennon was more like precious about his
He
like
was.
song stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
if he was precious, then let's give him Leonardo. Let's get. Oh, but then
Mhm.
again, maybe if he was precious, maybe he was in a way kind of a Raphael of sorts.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
could
know.
be cool.
Look, all I know is Ringo Starr is Michelangelo. That's all I can tell you for sure. He seems like the most the goofball at all of them, I think.
Yeah.
Can you do a Beatles impression?
Elpos. Elpos.
What's that?
That's just the Beatles impression, right? Elpos.
No, who's saying
On.
that?
Elpos. That's just all of them kind of blended
Oh,
into
to
one.
mix together, yeah. What does Elpus mean?
Help us.
Oh, help us. Oh, yeah,
Help
yeah.
us. Help us play this Shaved by the Balls DVD. And just
Help
got.
us. We're trapped in the well
Yeah.
and our balls need to be shaved. Help us.
Help us.
We're trapped. We're trapped in a bank and we've got no shavers. We need to shave our balls. We're trying to get the lead role. Shaved by the balls. John is auditioning to play Screech. Which Saved by the Bell character is which Beatle? I think
Wait.
Ringo could be Screech, actually. Ringo could be Screech. Well, the thing about Zach Morris is he might be John Lennon. Mario Lopez might be Paul McCartney. I don't know. I mean, is he? I don't know that. I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know pop culture.
Sam, we're doing terribly at pop culture right now.
Now, I have a lot of gaps in my pop culture knowledge. I do know a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff I don't know. I just Saved by the Bell. For some reason, the aesthetic of that show just didn't resonate with me, and when it was on, I just thought, oh, I don't. This isn't for me. But I think my sister checked it out. I think my sister watched it. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I was pretty young though, but I remember it being on.
Who did you? What character did you like? You like Screeched?
I like Screech. Yeah, I always went for like the zany characters. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
Jar
yeah.
Jar Binks from Star Wars type.
Oh, really? You like Jar Jar?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was like, yeah. I was into Jar Jar.
That's interesting. A lot of people did not like Jar Jar, by the way. Did
Yeah,
you know
I
that?
yeah, he was I found out that he was like pretty much hated, but I think he was appealing to kids. I think that's what it was.
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could see that, you know. I'm trying to think of other examples of that, you know. Um, yeah, you know what? Did you ever watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or whatever the movie's called?
The Gene Wilder one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which kid did you kind of? I don't know. Like, what kid did you connect to the most? You know.
The There was the cowboy kid, right? He didn't speak much. He was kind of
Yeah, no,
cool.
the cowboy kid was, I think, in my mind, I think when I first saw the movie, I think I maybe wanted to connect to him the most, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
Or,
cool.
or you know, because, or whatever. Yeah, the cowboy kid. Yeah. It's funny.
Gloop. Augustus Gloop, he's got to go straight away.
What do you mean he's got to go?
Yeah.
That
He
you
had the
didn't
first
connect to that.
Yeah, he had the first death as well.
Right. I didn't connect to him. I also didn't. I don't think I connected to the main character, Willie. You know, either.
Yeah.
Oh, is that his name, Willy Wonka? No, no, no. That's the name of the owner of the factory.
Charlie.
Charlie. Charlie. I'm Charlie. Charlie. That's what.
Yeah.
I don't think I connected to him that much because I don't know. He just seemed a bit. You know, I don't know. He was kind of a bit of a. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, that cowboy kid, he had his little thing going on. He was kind of cool.
Yeah, he was into TV and stuff.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
into TV.
I love TV, so I think I connected to the TV thing. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I think Charlie for me was a little soft or something like that, you know, for me to connect to. Nowadays, I probably connect more to.
Grandpa Joe.
Actually, I'll connect to probably Willie
Yeah.
or Grandpa. Yeah, his name was Joe.
Yeah, Grandpa Joe.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Is that a Roald Dahl book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
And was Roald Dahl big for you
Mm-hmm.
as an Englishman?
Yes, as a kid, definitely.
Did you read all of the books?
Not definitely not all of them, but some of them.
What about the witches?
There was and they made a film of that as well, right?
The witches, yeah.
Yeah. They turn into like rats or something.
Mice, I think.
Nice, yeah.
Think,
Yeah,
yeah, that would be interesting if they turned them into rats. That would be pretty heavy, you know. No, they're mice. They turn into mice. I think the kid's name is Luke, and then there's Bruno. Bruno.
yeah.
Angelica Houston's in it. She goes, Bruno, oh come here, Bruno. She's acting all kind of
Russian.
salacious. I don't know if
It's
that's the right word.
delicious on Russian.
Yeah. She goes. She's got an accent, definitely, and she
Oh
goes,
no.
Bruno. He goes, you promised me 6 whole bars of whipped cream hazelnut chocolate. I've come to collect. And she goes, oh, Bruno, so nice of you to join us, Bruno. And Bruno's the kid. He goes,
Yeah.
come here, Bruno. Come here, Bruno. And collect your prize or whatever, your reward.
I
And she
can't get
goes,
my VHS player working. I'm trying to watch Shaved by the Balls.
come here, Bruno. Shave my balls. You know all witches have balls, right?
Yeah.
And they
They
need
are
to be
shaved.
shaved, Bruno. Bruno, shave my balls. That's a Screech, come here and shave my balls. Bruno, I want you to come here and screech me. I want you to shave my balls and then screech me as hard as you can.
Bleach my balls.
Screech my balls. Screech my balls, please, Bruno. So, you know, Bruno, he's acting like that, you know. Rowan Atkinson, my main man, Rowan Atkinson is in that movie.
He is?
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Um,
That main kid as well, that was like a character type of the 90s, where like the main kid would just be like blonde and have glasses.
you think so?
Like the Page Master, that might even be the same kid.
Page Master, wasn't that Macaulay or no?
Oh yeah, it could be Macaulay.
Was Macaulay in the Page Master? Gonna have to look that one up too. Let's not look it up. You know why? It's nice to just wonder. You know.
Yeah, it's nice to just wonder, you know.
I mean, look, Macaulay was big, man, in the '90s. Was he so
Yeah.
big that he was in? Did he penetrate Europe?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
consider
the Home
yourself?
Alone-
Do you
The
consider
Home
yourself
Alone movies were
European?
big. Yeah, I'm a European man.
You do consider yourself European?
Yes, more than British. I was born in the EU, you know. Not that it's not part of Britain anymore, but
Right. So okay, but no, because a lot of people, I think English people, well, I don't know, at least at one point they don't, you know, while you and it's in Europe obviously, but they don't think of themselves as Europe. And I think
mean,
similar to how people in Hong Kong don't consider themselves part of China.
right. But I mean, we were close. Like I was right there on the channel, so like you can see mainland Europe right there, France and that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, you were just real south.
Yeah.
Cromwell?
Southeast. So
Oh, Cornwall. That's what I'm thinking. Cornwall.
yeah, Cornwall's the West country. Yeah.
Southeast. You were Brighton.
A bit more east than Brighton.
Oh yeah. What's it called?
Folkestone, which is
Folkestone.
right next to Dover.
Oh, Dover. I've heard of Dover.
Yeah.
There's a Dover in the United States too, Delaware.
Oh yeah.
Dover,
You been?
Delaware. I think it might be. Could be the capital, maybe. Yeah, of Delaware, maybe. So how come they didn't call it New Dover though? They should call it New Dover because usually a lot of those English cities where they put
They became
new.
new over here.
There was York, and then they got New York, and then there was, new. I don't know. There's a lot of other new. I think there might even be a
We
new
got big
London.
We got Bigapolis, and now there's Minneapolis.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, the Big Apples. They got there was the lines got crossed, and then they kind of thought someone heard Big Apples. They thought they just said Big Apples is New York. New York is Big
Oh
Apple.
yeah.
Big Apple is New York. So you could see what, France?
France, yeah.
Yeah. Did you go to France a lot?
Yeah, we went a lot. It was
What did
like,
you do? Take the boat over there?
take the boat.
How long?
The
How long a boat trip?
The boat is like just under an hour.
Wow, just under an
And then,
hour. Wow. So you just go. Yeah. Okay. Wow. It's even closer than I think closer than Catalina Island. So
it's a little further than Catalina Island.
oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So you took the boat there a lot to France?
Yeah.
How often?
We do it like definitely every year.
Oh wow. And did you ever speak French?
No, never spoke French.
Oh really?
No.
Where in France is it? What city?
Calais is where you arrive.
Calais?
So and Boulogne, yeah.
And Boulogne?
Boulogne, yeah.
Boulogne. And then you would go, where would you go? Just stay there?
Yeah, you could go. Yeah, we was there a few times, or like a few hours to Paris, and then we travel down to like the south of France quite a
Oh, you
lot.
would go to the south of France.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to all those places. I went to south of France.
Yeah, I like it there.
I went to Nice,
Nice.
Did you,
Nice.
when you went to, Nice. Oh, Nice. Did you go to Nice and did you go, wow, it's well Nice?
Well, Nice.
It's well Nice.
I went there. I was like, where's nephew?
What?
Where's nephew?
Where's nephew?
Yeah. Niece and nephew.
Oh, yeah. Did you go to Monaco?
I don't remember going to Monaco. The Dordogne we went to. It's a funny name. Dordogne.
What's that one? Ez. They got Ez too down there. I went to Ez. And I went to Nice. I checked out Monaco real quick. Did a little drive-by on Monaco. It wasn't a drive-by, but I did a stop-by on Monaco. Did you go all over Europe pretty easily?
Yeah, I've been to quite a few places in Europe. Belgium, Amsterdam, Italy, Spain.
But not San Marino or Luxembourg or
No.
and Andorra,
No.
So okay, why are we talking about that? Because oh yeah, was this popular? No, what was we talking about?
I have no idea what we were talking about.
It was about pop culture. I don't remember. But anyway, well look, we can take a call. How about it?
Yeah, let's take a call. Let's get into it.
Okay, I don't know. Oh cool, this is addressed to you too a bit. This might be
This is a text or a call?
It's a call. It might be it's from the 805 area code. So, okay. I think that's kind of a Santa Barbara area, I think. Oh, wait, I got to share the sound here real quick. Let me share this sound here. Let me get that. Okay, and away we go. Here we go.
Hey, what up, Doug? What up, Brent? Oh, and what up, maybe Zach Butch too, if he's still in the studio. Hey, I kind of got a problem. Seeing if I could get some help with it. I live up here in Portland, and it's spring.
Okay, so he's in Portland, not Santa Barbara area, but maybe originally from the Santa Barbara area, or I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to these area codes.
Springtime, spring is sprung.
Sorry.
I live up here in Portland, and it's springtime, spring is sprung, and it's beautiful out. Like the bloom of wildflowers and tree blossoms that happen here is really, really just gorgeous, and I'm really into it. But I see a lot of my fellow people walking their dogs, pushing their kids in strollers with all these pretty flowers and beautiful different greens around them. And what are they doing? But they got their face down on their phone, and not just missing the beauty of what's going on, but also the possible danger. Portland's there's some stuff that happens here. People get run up on. And so I want to teach these people, guys, but I feel like my approach might be a little too aggressive, because I kind of want to just run up and spook them and scare them and say, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, what the fuck are you doing? But hey, maybe you guys can think of something better and help me out with that. Okay, give me a call back. Bye. Okay, bye.
I didn't know where this was going. I thought originally it was going to say, look, it's beautiful, the flowers and everything, but my allergies are killing me. I thought it was going to get into, because that's my issue.
I thought it was going there as well.
I thought, because that's my issue too, is that sure, spring has got, things are coming out, but I have issues with spring. Spring's actually become my least favorite season, because just stuff starts coming out, and there's lots of creatures and things crawling around are coming around. Just a lot of just things become alive from the winter that I don't really, it makes me uncomfortable. The things that come alive and just start crawling around and making noises and buzzing around, and then the pollens and I get allergies in the spring. Spring is just not my season. It really isn't. So I thought that's maybe I was about to connect with him on that, but and by the way, spring, depending on where you are, it can be more apparent that it's spring in other places, but
yeah.
Anyway, not being present, there's all this stuff around you and you're not present and you're not soaking it in. You're on your phones. I hear you, brother.
It's funny to have a baby stroller and be on your phone. That's like, I don't know.
Right.
That's kind of funny.
Right. It's like, you got to keep your eyes on the road here, The baby's going to crash, I tell you, boy, I see it all the time. You know what I mean? As somebody who doesn't have a cell phone, and I never have, I see it all the time. In public spaces, and I see people just not in the world. They're in their own digital world or whatever.
Everyone's a bubble boy now.
Everyone's a bubble boy. Yeah. And I mean, it's kind of somewhat ironic in that I'm kind of pretty germophobic, and I'm kind of a bubble boy in my own way,
Yeah.
But I'm more, actually, it's funny because I'm a bit of a bubble boy because I am so conscious of stuff going on around me, and the germs that are going around as well. But, it is a shame when I see people not acknowledging each other or their surroundings, and then sort of just being in their own world. I'm in public all the time like that. And I sometimes have to kind of snap people out of it. I say, hey, look at this thing over here. I'll say that. I'll get them out of their phone or whatever. Because I think I don't know, I probably talked about this on the podcast before, but there was a guy who was wearing a shirt that said U.S. Olympics or something, Olympics on it or something like that. And I kind of wondered if the guy competed in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Because he looked kind of fit, he kind of had that Mario Lopez kind of look, that looked fit or whatever. And there was some kid or someone who's in this place. I was waiting to get my haircut, and this kid was sitting there too. And I said, I said, "Oh, I wonder. Oh, were you in the Olympic?" I think I went to ask him, "Were you in the Olympics?" You know, and the guy was on his phone, by the way,
Yeah,
and and he didn't hear me because he was so
in his zone.
in his own zone. But the kid heard me, and then we kind of started connecting and wondering, you think that guy's just wearing a shirt, or you think he's you think he actually went to the Olympics? And
And
the
you,
kid
you
was
could talk
saying,
you could talk about him, and he's right there, but he doesn't hear you.
yeah. You think this idiot right here? You think this
Yeah.
dummy right here is? You think this meathead right here was in the Olympics?
Jacked up douche. You think he's in the Olympics?
You think this Mario Lopez wannabe was in the Olympics? By the way, he didn't look like Mario Lopez. He just had the kind of physique of Mario Lopez, you know.
The energy, the vibe,
Yeah.
his vibe.
So finally, I did get his attention, and it turned out it was just a T-shirt. But he honestly looked like somebody who could have been in the Olympics, and I thought, oh, maybe it was someone who did compete in the Olympics. I mean, I bet there's a lot of people who go to the Olympics, right?
Yeah,
So,
love.
you know, but I'll be, or if I'm in the you know, in airports a lot, you just see people, they're not appreciating the beautiful airport scenery, you know.
Yeah,
There's all this beautiful airport scene, and by the way, this scenery isn't just there in the spring; it's there year round. This beautiful, the seating and all the different shops that they have in the airport. People are just not even appreciating that. You
they don't
know?
know what they're missing out on.
Yeah. So a couple things you could do is you can go up to them. You know, say they're looking at their cell phone like this. I'm
Yeah.
for the listeners, I'm holding up. I'm just using my microphone bag actually as a prop here. You go up to them, they're kind of whatever, they're clicking away at whatever they're clicking, and then you come up to them and you just go, "You don't want that." I don't know. That's something that my friend Moshe said people used to do in his junior high. If somebody was holding something,
Yeah,
you know, be it a sandwich or you know whatever, you know,
you don't want that.
people would just slap it out of their hands and go, "You don't want that."
Yeah, damn. In our school, people would like fake sneeze, and then because you used to wear school uniform, like a white shirt with like a top pocket. They used to like fake sneeze and then rip the pocket off of the shirt.
Oh my God, that is aggressive as heck, man.
Which
First of all, I'm totally
aggressive as
joking.
hell.
I mean, no, people did do that, but obviously I'm joking. Don't do that. I mean, it's aggressive. But wow, they would fake sneeze and rip off someone's pocket.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that just rip a hole in their
yeah.
shirt?
Sometimes there were holes in shirts.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Did you ever get wedgied or anything?
that's pretty rowdy. I never got wedgied.
Or
I got
Murphied or whatever it's called? You know?
peanutted a few times. Is where you pull someone's tie really hard, so the knot gets really tight, and then you can't undo it.
Of their pants?
Of a tie, like wearing a tie.
Oh! Did you had to wear a tie in school?
Yeah,
Right. It's like that for all kids in England, right?
yeah. Uniforms, like
Yeah,
Cool.
that's cool. That's funny. Oh man, I can't even imagine Jack Birch in a little, you know, uniform or whatever. You know, you used
Yeah.
to wear a jacket and stuff too.
No, we didn't have to wear a jacket, but it was shirt, tie, and trousers.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so some kids would just pull the tie really tight, and it would
Yeah.
squeeze your neck.
It wouldn't squeeze the neck, but the knot in the tie would get so tight and small that you couldn't undo it. So you're
Ah,
like stuck on.
right. So you just have to snip it off.
Yeah, snip it off.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty heavy, man. Nobody grabbed your balls or anything.
That was called peanutting. No, I never got my balls grabbed. Never got wedgied. But yeah, the peanut and the shirt the sneeze shirt ripping.
Oh, so they would. These were not even just. When you described that at first, I was thinking to myself, in junior high, what were popular were pocket tees, you know?
Mhm.
So just they're t-shirts with pockets on them, right? But they're cotton
Yeah.
shirts, you know?
Yeah.
But no, these were nicer button-up shirts.
It's a button-up shirts.
Gosh, and people would ruin people's button-up shirts. Did you have to pay for the uniform, or did the school supply them?
I think we had them supplied. I don't remember ever like going to buy them. But maybe.
Wow, they would just ruin people's shirts. Were people wearing undershirts underneath them?
Sometimes not.
Oh, really? So nipples would come out.
Nipples would be out.
But when in your school, was it all boys only?
No, it was mixed.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's pretty heavy. So look, for this guy, in Portland, we want to get these people aware. We don't want to be too aggressive. Um, yeah. I mean, I do think his idea of scaring them is kind of interesting. It's if maybe he doesn't yell at them or anything, but if he's kind of walking close to them to make them a little, especially the stroller people, to make them a little bit, to wake them up a little bit, to say, hey, there's creeps walking around your kids. You might want to be paying a little more attention to your surroundings. Okay. So maybe, yeah, maybe start kind of wearing a creepy clown outfit or something and start walking close to the stroller. Or you know what? Maybe make it hard for them to resist you. So just either an outlandish outfit that they have to pay attention to the surroundings for that. Start wearing outlandish outfits. Start wearing no shirts. You kind of buff yourself up like a Mario Lopez and wear no shirt maybe, and then walk next to the stroller maybe, or maybe you can wear some colorful outfits, or maybe just wear a flag. Just wear a flag. Maybe wear a Canadian flag around yourself, and the rest of you is naked.
Yeah, you go up to the mum in the stroller and you go, "Hey, over there, is that Screech from Shaved by the Balls over the bushes?" And you go, "Oh, I guess it wasn't him, but aren't these bushes really nice?"
Right. Yeah. Whoa! I think it's Shriek. I think it's Screech from Shaved by the Balls. And then they look, and then you just take their baby, and then you give it back to them and say, "Just so you know, you should be more aware of your surroundings. That's the only reason I took your baby here."
Yeah,
Or
that's
maybe
good.
just take the baby without even saying anything and say, "I'm going to give the baby back. I just wanted to demonstrate a point.
Yeah.
You should be not on your phone. You should be paying more attention. And plus, this is a beautiful baby. We've got flowers and stuff. Things are crawling around. We got ducks yapping. We got to get a good one here. I think if you walk close to them and make them a little more wary of,
You could
I
walk
think,
into them because if they're not looking where they're going,
right.
you could walk straight into them. They'd get bumped. But if you did it with a bunch of friends who want to stop people getting off their phones, you do it in a line. People keep coming towards them and walking into them. Soon they're going to get sick of it and they're going, you know what? I'm just going to look where I'm going. I'm
You
going to
know
check
what?
out my
That just made me
surroundings.
think of something. What if you start just clapping? Because people, if they hear a noise, they're gonna look around.
That's true.
When you see somebody on the on their phone, just one clap, they'll think, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what was that?" They'll look around, and then they don't even know where it came from. To the clap, like you act like nothing happened, or you can really lean into it and applaud. Do it like you're applauding.
Nature.
You plotting them, and they'll think, "Oh, why are you plotting me?" And then little do they know that you're really just trying to wake them up out of their zombie-like stupor. But you're also kind of applauding them for being aware. I guess in a way, you're applauding them for breaking from their phone for a second and looking around at you. I don't know. There's lots of meanings, I guess, but
This caller he should just enjoy nature for himself, He's getting mad at everyone else not enjoying it. Just enjoy it for yourself.
you know what? More for you.
Yeah, more for you.
More for you. You just think about this. Hey, you're not going to enjoy that? Hey, more for me. More for me right here. Look at this. I get all this to myself. And then when you see someone else enjoying it, you can really connect with that person.
There
You
you
guys,
go.
it's for you.
And you're
Wow.
gonna find your special friends.
You can get, yeah, you know what? This is a good way to just find your best friends. You can
Mhm.
find your best friends right now. Find other appreciators of the world. But if you want to clap once, that could wake people up a little bit, You just do this. You kind of just go like this. When they look over, you're somewhere else
Yeah.
and they just won't know what that was. Kind of a good idea.
I think that's solved.
I do like the idea of going, Whoa, it's Screech from Shaved by the Balls. Shaved by the Balls. That is so funny. Shaved by the Balls.
The Shriek from Shaved by the Balls. Is it? Oh no, it's not. But that's a nice redenza.
Also, I like the idea of calling him, instead of calling him Screech, calling him Shrieked
Shriek.
or something like that. How about Stretched?
Yeah,
Instead of
stretch.
Screech, it's Stretch.
Gooch.
Stretched. All right, here's another one. This is from
It's splooge.
This is from 410.
Hey, Poundcast. I was at an antique store recently, and I bought a Drew Carey Show coffee mug. Just because I don't know, I thought it was funny I'm not like a big Drew Carey Show fan. I just thought it was funny the idea of owning it made me happy. I'm I sort of do the Marie Kondo method for obtaining things rather than getting rid of them.
It's not over yet. I'm kind of just thinking to myself, I wonder if his question is going to be, so I have this mug, this Drew Carey Show mug, just because it makes me happy, but I didn't really watch the show. I'm not a big fan. So my question is, am I a poser? I wonder if he's going to ask that, if he's a poser or not, And I would actually argue that you're not a poser, because you're not a poser because you are a fan of the mug. You don't need to be a Drew Carey Show fan to be a fan of the mug.
That's true.
You like the mug, so you're not posing. You're genuinely excited about the mug.
If he hated the mug, then he would be a poser.
Yes, if you hated the mug and you just thought this mug is stupid, but I think that people will think I'm cool if they see me using this mug, then you're a bit of a poser, actually. But if you just like the mug, it doesn't matter that the mug is associated with the show. You're not a poser. It's kind of like, you might just be a fan of. Now, I was about to make a dark joke, but all right, I won't make it though. All right, let's see what else he has to say here.
But anyway, I was walking home, and I had the thought that if I were to die and not make it home, it would be funny that, I have a Drew Carey Show mug on my person. So I was wondering if there's anything
I really want him to say, I was just wondering, if I died and I had this mug on me, would I seem like a poser? I really want him to say that, It's funny because there's still an opportunity for him to say something like that. But
I was wondering if there's anything you've had on you recently
that made you feel like a poser,
that you've bought, or that you carry around with you, that if you were to perish, that would be funny or weird for the people that find your dead body. That's it. I hope that's funny. I don't know. Thanks. Bye.
That is pretty funny.
I actually
beloved
think...
Drew Carey fan found dead on the street. It'd be like beloved Drew Carey fan found dead on the street or something.
Right. I actually do. I think about this kind of thing, and I make a conscious effort to not have anything, even in my possession, even at home, that people might find that could be, a misrepresentation of me or something like that,
Right.
So for example, this was in 2006, I think. This woman contacted me. I used to have this joke that I did on stage about being chaste and having a chastity belt, basically. Like that I wore a chastity belt, basically, or something like that. Or I used to have this joke about me being kind of having a metaphorical chastity belt, or whatever, or maybe it was a real one or something like that. But anyway, the joke was that when I try to meet women, I ask them if they're the keymaster. That was the joke. Referencing Ghostbusters. Are you the keymaster? And so this woman emailed me from my website, and she said, "Hey, I like your comedy, and I like your," or something like that. I like your joke about the Keymaster. I I actually have a chastity belt if you want it. I'm I'm a dominatrix, and I have a chastity belt, and I'll give it to you or whatever. And I was intrigued by all of this. Just I mean, I'm not I wasn't interested in being dominated or something, but I thought that this is kind of interesting. It was a little sketchy though too in my mind. So
Yeah.
I brought my friend. I decided to say, okay, yeah, I'll take the chastity belt. I mean, I just thought it was an odd situation, and it was more, look, I just want to make this clear. I'm not, I don't want to wear a chastity belt. I don't want to be dominated in any kind of way, but I thought it was an interesting situation. So I
Yeah.
brought my friend Scott with me, and we met up. I went to this woman's house with my friend Scott, and I met this woman there, and she was this dominatrix, and we talked to her about being a dominatrix and stuff. And the chastity belt didn't look like, when I imagined a chastity belt, I imagined the chastity belt that's in The Princess Bride.
Yeah.
The
I
it's
don't know, but sure.
I just imagined sort of basically metal underwear, basically, or something like that with
Yeah.
a lock on it.
Yeah.
And but no, it didn't look like that exactly. It's sort of more like a strappy looking thing that locks your penis, I guess, away or something like that. And I don't know, but I think my friend Scott tried it on over his pants, just to sort of see what that looked like.
Yeah.
And anyway, yeah. So, but it was point being is, I did not want to keep this in my closet,
Right.
because
Okay.
in case
Good
I
for that.
died or anything, I don't want people finding this chastity belt and thinking, "Oh, he's into some freaky stuff or whatever." So I had my friend Scott keep it. I said, "Can you hold this for me in your closet? Because I don't want to have this in my closet." So my friend Scott kept it in his closet. Yeah,
That's funny.
for me, it was mine. Um, and so yeah, I kind of
You get where he's coming from.
now there's things I have in my closet now that if I died, I'm proud for people to find. Like
Yeah.
I have this fake penis that I used in the short film I made called I Don't Dance,
Mhm.
and it looks really realistic. And it's in a plastic bag in my closet. And if someone found that, I think that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he has a cool penis.
I've got lots of things. I think I've got a High School Musical DVD. I'll be proud for people to find that. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That is really funny. No, I don't know. I don't have anything that I would be embarrassed by. It wouldn't be a representation of me, I don't think.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything that would be. By the way, I mean, yeah, or even. Did I give that away? I did buy something that I didn't like, actually. That I don't know why I got it in the first place. I was in Austin once, and I was at this kind of antique store or some kind of thrift store or something like that. And it was, I don't know why at the time I thought, oh, this is kind of neat, but then I didn't like it. There was this there were these frogs. They were dead, and they were real frogs, and they were kind of positioned in a way to be playing instruments. And it
Well,
was
oh, like a taxidermy kind of thing.
yeah, it was like a taxidermy kind of thing. And it was these three frogs that were in a band, basically playing instruments in a band.
Yeah.
And they were real frogs that were used to make this. And I don't know why I got it. I got it at the time, and I just very quickly afterwards thought, I don't want this, actually. This makes me kind of sad in a way. I don't
Yeah.
know. There's something, I guess what's sad about it to me is I don't know. It's that these frogs are being put in this scene that they didn't. I don't know. It's just that somebody put position these frogs to be playing these instruments, and I don't know. There's something that I found sad about that. I don't
That
know.
wasn't a representation of who those frogs were.
Right, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And I don't know. I felt a little sad about that, even though I try to not. Well, anyway, yeah. So I just and I had it for years, and I think eventually I just gave it to a thrift store. I donated it to a thrift store or something like that. I just didn't want it anymore. And I never wanted it, and it was in my closet for years. And I just thought, I don't want this. I don't really like this, actually. You know, the frogs. Now, if it was just a frog that wasn't, it was just, it wasn't, you know, positioned in such a way, you know, maybe I would maybe be a little more okay with it. But I don't really want that. You know, growing up, strangely, there was a. It was it in my bedroom. My sister and I used to share a bedroom, and yeah, I think it was in there. I can't remember, but eventually my sister got her own bedroom, and when she got older, and then there was this leopard head that was in our bedroom, and I think it was a real leopard head or something. I can't imagine it was real actually, but it seemed real to me. Was it a leopard head or some kind of? Yeah, it must have been a leopard head or something. That's actually so weird. Where is that thing? I gotta see what that is, you know?
I actually went into like one of those like curioso shops or whatever they are that has all things like that. Like yesterday I went into one actually. We were walking by, I thought like, oh, just check it out. And there was some weird stuff in there. There's like baby pigs in jars and things. It was
Oh
really
yeah. Baby pigs in jars.
a bit freaky to have that stuff.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's anything that I'd be really concerned about. When I'm walking around, I usually try to keep everything, you know, really minimal, you know, just credit cards, driver's license, that's it, you know, keys. I don't even have any I don't even use a keychain anymore. My keychain used to be a 1984 Olympics keychain because, you know, I wanted people to think I was in the Olympics.
Dude, where I'm living now, there's no keys. It's you get in your house with your phone.
Oh, yikes. So now this is all kind of coming together. I felt like, you know, I felt too much like a poser with my Olympics keychain because people are, whenever I go get a haircut, people will always kind of wonder, oh, were you in the Olympics, you know?
That's what you get.
And I thought, all right, I should not have this keychain. I felt like a poser.
You get gold, silver, bronze, or keychain if you get below that.
The what?
You either win gold, silver, bronze. If you don't get those three,
yeah. The consolation prize was the keychain. And then meanwhile, you're over here, you know, you're living in a place where you have to be on your phone to get into home.
I know.
Meaning you have to not enjoy the springtime environment in order to just be at home.
Yeah, I don't like it at all because like if your phone dies, you're screwed.
Yeah. And what if you don't have a phone?
I know. So
I don't even know how that works. I understand that there's sometimes you can punch a code in instead of using a key, but
yeah, there is the code, but I wouldn't even know how to like get the code.
Why don't you ask the landlord for the code?
Yeah, I think
or maybe
it seems like it's one of those codes that you get like a new code each time. So I don't know.
What I'm curious if maybe you don't have to be under. Here's my solution to you, and this is also kind of plays to the other caller's thing. Ask whoever's in charge with the locks. Is there another way to get in without a phone? Because sometimes I don't have my phone on me.
Yeah.
Because maybe you don't want to have your phone on you. Maybe you want to go out, enjoy the springtime environment.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you come home, you don't want to have your phone on you. You can't have your phone on you at all times. So give me the code or whatever. What else? How else can I get in? Is there a code? Is there a punch pad in there or a keypad?
There is a code that you can do.
Oh, okay. See if there's a code that you can always use that is a secret code.
Yeah, like a permanent code.
Yeah. I bet you there is, man. And then I think that our caller from Portland will be happy about that too. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be happy. You
got to use the code. And you know what? There's some secret codes we can share in the Unzipped. Maybe some more secrets. Or some secrets. I don't know, not that I'm saying. If you want to join us for the Unzipped, you know what to do. patreon.com/poundcast. And there's some codes that hopefully we can reveal some secret codes, some codes that could unlock more fulfillment in your life. Yes, come join us. Patreon.com/Poundcast. Thank you to Jack Birch for being here and for your behind the scenes help. And yeah, let's just I guess that's it. We'll see you next time, and I hope you see you there at the Patreon. And we're gonna carry on for at least another half hour. So I'm Brent Weinbach. This is the Poundcast.
Jack Birch, this is a Poundcast. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about too? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends. And Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast.